As I began my descent into Elden Ring, I had a good understanding what I was getting myself into. Death, suffering, difficulty, get good memes. All of those I've encountered, but I've discovered so much more. A reinvigoration of my love for video games, and the video editing as well. Long have I been plagued by the woes of modern gaming, and I've begun to become hopeless that games would ever pique my interest again, and not be so formulaic and half-assed. After my disappointment of Warhammer 3 crushing my hype, I was lost and needed that spark of joy. Elden Ring was more than a spark. It was a lightning bolt, smiting proportion that kick-started my gaming soul. I have not felt this joy for a video game since 2011 as a 15-year-old playing Skyrim for the first time. I felt like a kid again and wanted to keep playing and progressing. Elden Ring is not for the weak-hearted and weak-willed. This game has tested my patience, willpower, and my persistence through adversity. It doesn't treat me like I'm dumb or hold my hand like modern gaming does. It reaches out a hand to me to come join and explore, then leaves me to my own devices as I learn about the game and learn about myself. This is the first Souls-like game I've committed myself to. When I played Bloodborne, I gave up after failing to the first two werewolves face. I've died countless times of being a filthy casual in Elden Ring, but it hasn't persuaded me to give up. It pushes me to keep going, to persevere, push the envelope, and discover my true potential. This is an amazing philosophy for a game, an imperative philosophy of life. Without suffering, frustration, failure, you will not grow in this game, and the same could be said in life. Like Skyrim, I started off as a sword and board character, focused on defense and caution, but I slowly started experimenting with magic and offensive behavior over defensive. You can respec down the line, but if just starting off you want to go a different route, it's more than viable to start a new game. You'll most likely progress even quicker, knowing now what you wish you knew then. Despite what class you choose, it will be viable depending on the bosses. Some bosses you can hard counter with your playstyle, but with others, you will need to rethink your strategy. Some bosses will punish you for blocking instead of rolling. Some will punish you for dodging instead of blocking. Some will punish you for being aggressive, and others for not being aggressive enough. It's a delicate dance of battle analysis you must perform to know your enemy and exploit their weakness. So choose your strategies carefully and have patience. If you're not a Souls-like veteran, you are more than likely going to have hard lessons and death. If a boss just feels a little too hard, that's okay. There's a massive open world to explore with other entities, mini-bosses, and optional bosses you can level up and practice with. This is extremely newcomer friendly, especially when you just don't feel like dealing with the boss and want to explore. The open world is fantastic. Just when you think you explored the immediate area, surprise, here's a dungeon. Surprise, here's a hidden item. Surprise, here's an ambush. The open world doesn't feel artificial like Ubisoft Towers. This world feels lived in and immersive. I can head off in one direction and feel like I've entered a completely different biome or world for that matter. There's always something to be explored, a quest to be found, a boss to be fought, and there isn't a million markers pointing me to these sites. I'm organically finding them as an explorer, and it makes these discoveries authentic. I recommend avoiding as much guides as possible to really enjoy the whole experience. The whole system is amplified with having access to a mount early, and a simplistic teleporting system through sites of grace. You can heal up, fill your flask, level up, boost your flask at all these grace sites, some even having merchants that you can sell your goods to, and possibly purchase mission critical items for defeating bosses. The quests you can get from the NPCs around the world, from what I understand, don't give you any journals or map markers. You must listen to the quest giver, pay attention to what they're asking, and use your deductive skills to find the answer. If you truly can't figure it out, the internet is there to help you. I love Elden Ring for the sheer fact that it doesn't need to pamper me with help. It just needs to set the standard and point me in the right direction. I'll do it myself. More companies need to reconsider going this route instead of the copy and paste vomited AAA titles we've been getting. Bells have been rung, and Elden Ring was the one to ring them. AAA developers, management, you've been put on notice to do better and hold yourselves into account. This is the free market at work, and the free market has fallen for Elden Ring like I have. Elden Ring is nothing short of a masterpiece. It will be a benchmark in video game history. I will keep coming back to Elden Ring long into the future and keep pushing myself to eventually become Elden Lord. Thank you for listening to my thoughts on Elden Ring. Please leave a like and subscribe to help my channel to push us into the higher tiers of creators. Comment your thoughts on Elden Ring and the video below. And as always, come be my neighbor.